and hydration.
So it's such an innovative formula. Everybody loves it.
So speaking of innovation, it just won Best Makeup Brush Brand at Q. And though we launched this a couple weeks back, we've never done this low of a price until today. So we have, and this is the way that you get, you know, multiple brushes for about the cost of one. If you search, just search IT Cosmetics brush number 7, number 4, and number 30 individually, and you'll see you are saving a lot of money by getting 3 for $58.98, and these are their best sellers. In fact, this one in the middle, number 7, is your best seller. This is a part of my makeup. I cannot function. I have to have 2 of these. This is my favorite brush that you do. So little things and big parts of the face. Great for blush, great for bronzer. And then we have a great eyeshadow brush option that's also dual-ended. You get a faux leather case, which is great for travel and for gifting. The shipping and handling is free. So, I mean, here's the thing. If you haven't invested in a great brush, you should.
You have to.
You have to, because it does a lot of the work for you.
It does, and it really will determine the results of whatever makeup you're putting on. So whether this is a gift for yourself and you love makeup, but you want better results, or maybe you're an IT Cosmetics brush collector and you're like, I have to have the limited edition holiday brush set from IT, then this is the one, and when it's gone, it's gone. But if you know, great brushes give you great skin. They give you great makeup. You know, there's so many different ways to put makeup on. So I'm going to show you the difference of putting on an with an IT Cosmetics brush. So I have a little bit of foundation here. So if you're putting makeup on with your fingers, okay, I think we all kind of started out there. Sometimes you put makeup on and you can't really see that, you know, it's streaking, or you're not getting full coverage in certain areas because you're using your fingers. So it's not going to give you an even application. Then the sponge came along. The sponge was a little bit better. But the sponge, while it's absorbing most of the product when you put it on,
so
it's also not delivering full
dollars
coverage.
down the drain.
So you have to keep going back, and you have to keep pressing and stippling. But then when we take the IT Cosmetics brush from this collection, you can see the difference right away. This brush is going to give you an even full application. You can see how it goes on evenly. It looks smooth. The skin will look flawless. You won't see any pores. You won't have any streaking. And it helps you to use less makeup. So you're going to save money in the end because your IT Cosmetics brushes are picking up the perfect amount.
Yeah, 100%. Like my brush that I use all the time for foundation and concealer, and I have a second one that I like to use because I think this number 7, which is your best seller.
It is.
And you're the #1 best brush in the country. I use this also for my powders, so I have 2 of them.
Right.
Because the application is so beautiful and that double-ended. You're also getting the blush and bronzer brush. I use this all the time too. I love this.
Such a good one.
This shape is perfect for cheekbones. And then you're going to get one that I know a lot of people use for eyeshadow, concealer, those smaller places on the skin. These are your 3 of your top selling brushes.
They are. So
all in a box, like a faux leather case.
Exactly. So you get 3 brushes. 2 of them are dual-ended, so it's essentially 5 brushes, but you're getting the best of the best. And if you have more brushes at home, you're getting the brush case, so you can put some more brushes in there.
Yeah.
Kind of keep them clean, keep them separated. Great for travel, by the way. Maybe you're gifting this to someone who likes to travel. They do a lot of weekend trips or travel for work. But see, there's that bronzing blush brush that we were just talking about.
I love this one.
See how that brush is cut at an angle? It's designed perfectly at an angle, just like Chantal's showing you, to hug the cheekbones. You know, so if you're putting on a bronzer, you could use it starting at the forehead, going down along the cheekbones, maybe even under the jowl line and down the neck. If you're using it for blush, you just sweep it on the apples of the cheek. There's that beautiful eyeshadow brush. So the fluffier end you would use, say, for the crease of the eyelid. If you want to intensify the crease of the eyelid, it's great for that. It's great as an all-over blending brush. And when you flip it over, I love using that for highlighter. Sometimes I'll even use that to give the illusion of a little bit more lift under the brow.
Yes, that's the perfect size.
Yeah, right?
And that's what Chantal's showing you.
Yes.
I mean, these are so multi-purpose. This is why they're tried and true. This is why people pay, you know, about the cost that's on your screen for 1 brush.
Exactly.
You're getting 3 for $58.98. Again, search IT Cosmetics brush number 7.
Oh, it
See
looks
what
like
pops
this.
up. Yeah.
This will pop up. This one with the black handle.
See the price. And
it's a lot.
The case is pink in this one, but the brush is the same.
Yeah, so you get the limited edition handle, part of the collection for our 2024 holiday limited edition. But this is our #1 best-selling brush. It is... It's so good. It's great for your all-over foundation. You could use it for liquid foundation, cream foundation, powder foundation, and use that smaller end to conceal. I love using it when I have a breakout or on my hyperpigmentation spots, but also under the eye area for just that added brightness under the eyes to get that like little pop under the eye.
We saw the eyeshadow brush in use, also double-ended, and we saw Chantal using the bronzer blush brush. I think that is so essential, Des. Like you talked about it amazingly well with the foundation, but with blush and bronzer, when you're using the wrong brush, it can make your blush and your bronzer look crazy. You know, it can make it too pigmented. It can keep it from giving you that seamless, flawless finish, airbrush finish.
Essentially, you want your blush and bronzer to enhance the skin. You don't want it to be something where it's like, oh, that's a lot. Like, you almost want it to almost blend so effortlessly into the skin, or maybe you're wearing it on top of foundation. Like, you don't want to see where your blush ends or your bronzer ends and then the next product begins. So what this does is it airbrushes it onto the skin so that it diffuses any harsh lines. You never have a line of demarcation. But just to show you again the difference, you know, maybe you are someone who puts your makeup on with your fingers, but you're also probably seeing that when you put it on, it doesn't go on evenly. You probably have some streaking, or maybe you can't even tell that it's streaking because you're using a foundation that's similar to your skin. Maybe you're using a sponge. You graduated to a sponge. Okay, a sponge is better than a finger, but it often doesn't give the full coverage. And we have to go back and we have to dab it. But here's the difference with a IT Cosmetics brush. It just gives you that full coverage. And it's very even and smooth coverage.
Yeah, the even coverage is, I feel like this is why they're the #1 brush brand. And the case opens up and you can just leave it out on your vanity like that too.
Pretty.
So you'll use it at home as well. A638905. Brand new today, we have an offer that is going to give you 3 of the best-selling waterproof shadow